Good morning, students. I hope you are all doing well today. I am very happy to see all of you here. I know that you are excited to learn new things. Today we will talk about something very special. Many of you have asked me to speak about this. You want to hear about my dream to learn English. So, let me tell you a story. It is a story that is close to my heart. It is about how I began my journey to learn English. When I was a child, I lived in a small village. The village was beautiful, with green fields and tall trees. But there was one thing that made me feel sad. Not many people in my village could speak English. We only spoke our local language. I often heard stories about the world outside our village. They said that English was the key to that world. If you could speak English, you could go anywhere. You could do anything. This idea stayed in my mind. I wanted to learn English. It became my dream. At first, I did not know where to start. I looked at English books, but they seemed so hard. The words were strange, and the sentences were long. I felt lost. But then I remembered something. Every big journey begins with a small step. So, I decided to take my first step. I started with simple words. I learned how to say, hello, thank you, and goodbye. These words were small, but they were important. They were the building blocks of my dream. As I learned more words, I became more confident. I started to use English in my daily life. I greeted people in English, even if they did not understand me. I practiced every day, no matter how hard it was. Some days were easier than others, but I kept going. My dream was too important to give up. One day, something amazing happened. A tourist came to our village. He was lost and did not know where to go. No one else could help him because they did not speak English. But I could. I spoke to him in simple English. I helped him find his way. He was very thankful, and he smiled at me. That moment was special. It made me feel proud. I knew then that I was on the right path. My dream to learn English was coming true, little by little. As I grew older, I faced new challenges. I moved to a big city to study. The city was busy and loud. Everyone spoke English quickly, and I found it hard to keep up. I felt like I was back at the beginning. But I did not let this stop me. I knew that learning English was not just about knowing words. It was about understanding the language. It was about feeling comfortable with it. In the city, I met many new people. Some were kind and some were not. But I learned something from each of them. They taught me that English is more than just a language. It is a way to connect with others. It is a way to share your thoughts and feelings. This was an important lesson for me. It made me want to learn even more. I remember one day I was sitting in the park. I saw a group of children playing. They were laughing and talking in English. Their words flowed like a song. I watched them for a long time. I wanted to speak like them. I wanted my words to flow like a song too. So, I started to listen more carefully. I listened to how people spoke, how they used their words. I practiced every night. I spoke to myself in English. I repeated what I heard, trying to get better each day. Time passed, and I made progress. My English improved, but my dream was still not complete. I wanted to be able to speak without thinking. I wanted English to feel as natural as breathing. This was the hardest part, but I knew that dreams take time. They require patience and hard work. So, I kept going. I knew that if I did not give up, I would reach my goal. There was a time when I felt very low. I was tired, and I thought that maybe I would never be good at English. I thought that maybe my dream was too big. But then I remembered the tourist from my village. I remembered how good it felt to help him. That memory gave me strength. I knew that my dream was not just for me. It was for everyone I could help in the future. It was for all the doors that would open if I could speak English well. So I picked myself up, and I continued to learn. Learning English became a part of my life. It was no longer just a dream. It was something I worked on every day. I read books, listened to English music, and watched movies in English. Each day I learned something new. Sometimes it was a new word. Sometimes it was a new way to say something. But every day I felt closer to my dream. One day, I got a chance to travel to another country. It was a place where everyone spoke English. I was nervous at first. I was afraid that I would not understand what people were saying. But then, I remembered all the hard work I had done. I reminded myself that I had come a long way. So, I took a deep breath, and I started to speak. To my surprise, people understood me. They listened to me, and I understood them. This was a big moment for me. It was proof that my dream was real. It was no longer just a wish. It was something I had made happen through hard work and determination. My journey to learn English was full of ups and downs. There were times when I wanted to give up, but I did not. I held on to my dream, even when it seemed impossible. And now I can stand here and speak to you in English. I can share my story with you. I hope that my story will inspire you. I hope that it will show you that no dream is too big. No matter where you start, you can achieve your goals if you keep going. I want you to think about your own dreams. Maybe you want to learn English too. Or maybe you have a different dream. Whatever it is, I want you to remember these dreams are not easy. They take time and effort, but they are worth it. They are worth every struggle, every challenge. So, do not give up. Keep moving forward, even when the road is tough. As I continued on my journey, I realized something important. Learning English was not just about speaking. It was about understanding different cultures. It was about connecting with people from all over the world. English opened my eyes to new ideas, new ways of thinking. It helped me grow as a person. It made me more open-minded, more understanding. I remember a time when I met a woman from another country. She spoke a different language, but we both knew English. We talked for hours, sharing stories about our lives. She told me about her country, her family, and her dreams. I did the same. We became friends because we could communicate in English. This experience showed me the power of language. It showed me that English is more than just words. It is a bridge that connects people from different backgrounds. As I continued to practice, my English got better. But there was still more to learn. I wanted to speak like a native speaker. I wanted to understand jokes, slang, and idioms. These were the things that made English rich and colorful. So, I started to focus on these. I asked my friends to teach me. I watched more movies and read more books. I practiced until I could use these expressions naturally. One day, I had a conversation with a native English speaker. We talked about many things, and I used some of the new phrases I had learned. At the end of the conversation, the person told me that my English was very good. This made me very happy. It was a sign that I was getting closer to my dream. But my journey did not end there. I knew that learning is a lifelong process. There is always something new to learn, something new to achieve. So, I continue to push myself. I continue to practice every day. I knew that if I stopped, I would forget what I had learned. I did not want that to happen. I wanted to keep growing, keep improving. As I moved forward, I started to think about how I could help others. I remembered how hard it was for me to learn English. I remembered the challenges and the struggles. I knew that many people were going through the same thing. So, I decided to become a teacher. I wanted to share my knowledge and help others achieve their dreams. I wanted to be the guide that I never had. Teaching was a new challenge. It was different from learning, but it was also rewarding. I saw my students make progress. I saw them overcome their fears and become more confident. This made me happy. It gave me a sense of purpose. It made me realize that my dream was not just about me. It was about helping others too. As I taught, I learned even more. My students taught me new things every day. They asked questions that made me think. They shared their experiences, and I learned from them. Teaching made me a better learner. It made me more patient, more understanding. It made me see things from different perspectives. I remember one student who struggled a lot with English. She was shy and did not want to speak in front of others, but I could see that she had a strong desire to learn. So, I worked with her one-on-one. I encouraged her to speak, even if she made mistakes. I told her that mistakes are a part of learning. They are nothing to be ashamed of. Slowly, she started to open up. She started to speak more. And over time, her English improved. This was a big achievement for her, and it made me very proud. My dream to learn English has brought me so much. It has opened doors for me that I never thought possible. It has given me the confidence to speak to anyone, anywhere in the world. It has allowed me to share my ideas, my thoughts, and my feelings with others. It has connected me with people from all walks of life. But most importantly, my dream has taught me the value of perseverance. It has shown me that with hard work and determination, anything is possible. I want you to remember this as you work towards your own dreams. There will be challenges along the way. There will be times when you feel like giving up. But if you keep going, if you keep believing in yourself, you will achieve your goals. As I continue my journey, I am excited about the future. I know that there is still so much to learn. English is a vast language, full of surprises. It is a language that keeps evolving, keeps changing. This is what makes it so fascinating. It is what keeps me motivated to keep learning. I also know that my journey is not just about me anymore. It is about all the people I can help along the way. It is about the students I can inspire, the lives I can touch. This is what gives my dream meaning. It is what makes all the hard work worthwhile. So, as I stand here today, speaking to you in English, I want you to know that dreams do come true. They may take time, they may require effort,